Thierry Henry would score and assist. You know that season where he scored when he had 20 assists and he broke the record, and that record still stands to this day, despite the creativity that's in the Premier League right now. It still stands to this day. He also had 28 goals that season.
I suppose he won the Ballon d'Or then, as well.
No, he didn't win the Ballon d'Or because his teammates. He didn't win the league that season.
Oh, so you can have all. So basically, was stat padding.
Man said
for
stat padding.
what reason?
Man said Thierry Henry stat padding. Another who you taking? See what sport, what athletes you got today.
Let's go. I think. Hey. All right. Okay. Let's not put it back in there. Let's put this over there. So, this week we have football. Who you taking? Yeah. All right. So we have Thierry Henry versus R9. Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, for those that don't know. As much as I love Henry and everything that he did, R9 for me. He's part of that Brazilian trio for me growing up. That RRR, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Ronaldo. Yeah, that's me. And I could delve into, and I probably will, key facts. Goals. He, for starters, 15 goals in the World Cup finals. That is the second most of all time. It was a record. It was recently taken, but it was a record. Not only did he have 15 goals, he won 2 World Cups. 94 and which one was it? 2002. 94 and 2002. The list of accomplishments is endless. He was a gunman especially in the early stages of his career. In fact, he was a gunman throughout the whole time. But before his major knee injuries, PSV, I have it written down somewhere actually. PSV, 94 to 96, 55 goals in 56 games. Barcelona, 34 goals in 37 La Liga games.
Gunman.
Gunman. Not only did he do that, he's a 3-time FIFA Player of the Year and 2 Ballon d'Ors. Before I continue, I'll let you rebuttal because...
Yeah, it's close. I remember when this was one of the ones we put in, I was like, wow, it's close. It's close. I think it's going to be a theme in these videos. We're talking all-time greats.
All-time greats.
You have to nitpick. And for me, key points first. So, Thierry Henry, one of the greatest strikers of all time, the greatest Premier League player of all time, but it's not just about the Premier League. 366 total club goals. I would say, robbed of a Ballon d'Or. Didn't get one, but 2003 Ballon d'Or runner-up. Won the World Cup in 98, won the Champions League, 2 Premier Leagues, 2 La Ligas, 1 French League win, all-time top scorer, still, till this day, for France. Most amount of goals in international competition for France. There's a lot in the bank with Thierry, and there's more, but those are the key facts that I'll present. For me, I think when I say it's very close, and why I lean Thierry Henry, and I don't know if you'll agree with this, but why I take Thierry Henry is because he won more at club level, not that much less at international level, and he was, I don't know if you value this, but I value it. He was so iconic for his club and for his country that elevates his status in comparison.
In comparison to who?
I'm not saying Ronaldo's not iconic, but there are other icons. Who's the greatest French striker ever? Thierry Henry. It's no debate.
David Trezeguet.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Who's the greatest Brazilian striker ever? Now that is a debate.
No, that it's not
Like
a
I
debate.
said, we're nitpicking. Huh?
It's not a debate. Is Pele not a striker?
Yes, he is.
He's the greatest still.
So R9 has no argument whatsoever.
Not for the greatest.
Well,
But Brazil
helps my point.
It doesn't really help your point because Brazil has just Brazil. They have that many Brazil is a footballing hub, and there's so many greats that come out of it.
Yep, 100%.
Pele as a goal scorer, different gravy. And then to do what he did as well, 18-year-old, World Cup finals, bam, just like that. I'll take the country onto my shoulders. Back in those days, nah, I still have reverence for that, and for that I would still say, Ronaldo, ask him, who did you look up to? Every single Brazilian striker, almost all, even look, Neymar right now, who is it that there's video of him? He says Pele, because he captured the nation. Even me, when I hold on to the little bit of Brazilian heritage that I have, I look at it and I'm like, still Pele. I mean, Ronaldinho was my favorite growing up, but still Pele.
Yeah.
So for that, I won't say. But in terms of the R9 versus Henry, and R9 is still a cultural in terms of locally in the country, and at every club he went to, icon.
No, but not to the level of Thierry at Arsenal.
I'll give you Thierry Henry at Arsenal, but there's something to be said about the Galactico of Ronaldo, because
his time at Real Madrid was incredible, but not.
And it's iconic.
It's not as phenomenal as Thierry Henry's time at Arsenal. Which is why it just, like I say, we're nitpicking here, and I'm saying, okay, who am I taking? It's on the bounds of probabilities. It's really close. Who am I taking? I'm leaning towards Thierry Henry.
That's the Arsenal fan in him speaking out.
Look, no bias whatsoever. I love R9, gunman. I call
everybody was cutting the haircut like him.
Any great striker I see
leaving the little
plays
tuft
like R9, I say is an R9 regen. But if we're putting up against another all-time great, and look, he does have a lot of awards, R9.
Yeah,
just like Thierry Henry. So I'm not, like I say, this is close. It's extremely close.
R9 has more,
but we can put up on the screen so the viewers can see as well. But let's go through their honours. Individual honours and team honours. So this is what Thierry Henry did for as part of a team.
Okay.
So what he did. Won the World Cup in 1998. Won the Euros in 2000. So obviously each area has their own competition. He won the Euros in 2000. Won the Champions League with Barcelona in 2009. Won the Premier League twice with Arsenal in 2002 and 2004. Won La Liga twice with Barcelona in 2009 and 2010. And won the French League with Monaco in 1997. Those are all his team accomplishments. Individually, he was in the UEFA Team of the Year 5 times.
Okay, we can't be talking about UEFA Team of the Year.
Why not?
All right, fine.
You're considered throughout that year as one of the best players, and you're competing against people in your position to get into the team.
All right.
51 international goals for France. Like I say, the record. 4 times he won the Premier League Golden Boot. Okay, and I never played in the Premier League, but he played in Europe, and Thierry Henry won the European Golden Shoe twice. Like I say, 366 club goals across his career. I'll put some secondary notes here. He won in France, England, and Spain. R9 was well travelled, but did he win the league everywhere he went?
He won the league in the Netherlands. He won the league in Spain. I'm pretty sure he won the league in Italy as well.
Did he?
I believe he did, with Inter Milan. But
so check it.
I can't remember exactly. But by the time he went back to Brazil, he didn't. I don't think he won for Corinthians. And by that time as well, the injuries were too much. But that's a lot of club, and it's good. And he did do some stuff with France, I guess. But 2 World Cups. Youngest, he was 17 years old at the 94 World Cup.
Did he play?
Doesn't need to play. He's got the medal. He's part of the team, for starters.
He didn't play.
But he's got the medal. Why did they give him the medal then, if it
Because he's
matters?
part of the squad. Everyone in the squad gets a medal, and of course, they're entitled to that medal. But
17 years old too.
There is a difference between being a core member of a World
Okay,
Cup
no,
winning
yeah,
team
you're right.
and being
wasn't a
someone
core member.
who doesn't even play.
I'll remind you that if he didn't unfortunately have his illness that happened before the final of the last game, who knows what could have happened in 98. But, okay, fine. France win 98. 2002, where's France? Defending world champions. Why can't you answer back? RRR, that's why. R9 comes out, devastates, demolishes, takes people's hearts.
06, what happened?
I don't remember France winning in 06.
No, but they beat Brazil in the semi-finals.
So, but who gets to leave as World Cup winner? Because I thought we were talking about winners.
No, you just said that he came and he beat them.
He did.
Too.
In the grandest stage of them all,
But
the
they
World
didn't
Cup
play
final.
in the final. They didn't make the final in 02.
In
So,
02?
France didn't make the final in 02.
Yeah, where were they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't defend the championship.
But they went head-to-head in 06. Ronaldo and Henry, both playing in that game.
Yeah, I would also add, this
France
is also post R9's 2 ruptured knee ligaments injuries now,
But
which is
Ronaldo
had a devastating...
Ronaldo in 06
effect.
scored in the World Cup, and
Yeah.
that counts towards his record of being the highest goal scorer in the World Cup at the time before it got beaten by Closer.
Yeah.
Those don't not count because he got injured. So therefore, the negatives
the loss
that happened
doesn't
in that
count.
World Cup do count as well.
But you can't claim a victory in a tournament if it's not your victory to claim, and it's not
It's
yours.
victory over you.
It's
They
a
beat
game.
them.
Where's
Yeah, in
the
tournament.
where's the World Cup winners medal? It
He
doesn't
has
count.
one in 98.
But not in 2006 that you're bringing up right now.
They beat them. You're saying that in 02 he came and they beat them.
No, I said
They
in
beat
02
them in
they came
06.
and they took the championship back. I didn't say
In
anything.
98 they beat Brazil, head to head.
Yeah, and was R9 there? No.
What, did he not play in the game? Even though he was ill, didn't he? I see he still played.
Yeah,
Didn't he
but
come
I
off
mean,
the bench?
it doesn't matter if he came up. For starters, if he comes off the bench, does he really play? It's a
Yeah,
half.
he played.
No, that if you want to do full. The 06 one, I'll give you that. Yes, he's had his injuries, but he's been declared fit to play. He wasn't declared fit to play in that game. Everybody knew.
Right.
And that's but that's the 98 anyway. 2002 wins the stuff. They have they win the Copa America twice as well. So he's won the Copa America twice. And the 15 goals, I don't remember where's on. In fact, it's not even just 15 goals. I have it written down here somewhere. It is, in fact, 15 World Cup goals in 19 matches.
Yeah.
That's an incredible return.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
Definitely incredible. And yeah, Henry only scored 5 in the World Cups.
you mentioned he's the all-time top goal scorer for France. France, by the way, they're no slouches. They have good players, good service, and creative players. Is Zinedine Zidane not in the teams that Henry played with as well?
Equal to Brazil. Brazil had amazing teams. So
Yeah.
having service
So why
isn't
is
a drawback
one
for
person
Henry.
only able to score 51 goals and the other one able to be third all-time in the Brazil?
Yeah, how many goals did he score? It
What was
wasn't
it,
that many more.
63?
Yeah, 63.
62 goals for country.
Yeah. He scored more.
Yeah, it's more. Doesn't
He
matter.
scored more at club level? How many goals does Ronaldo have at club level?
What's his name? Thierry Henry has scored more goals at club level.
Exactly. So
But again,
one of each. Who won the Champions League?
Not really, because at the end of the day, he's injured, and if he's injured, he doesn't play. So there's only so many.
But his body of work includes his injuries. Thierry Henry was injured in his career as well. If you get injured, that impacts your body of work. So you can't say,
impacts
he was
your
injured, so he
availability,
can
yeah.
score. Yeah, he was injured. He couldn't
Well,
score.
you're saying how many total games does Thierry Henry play? Because if he's played 700 something games, opposed to someone else who's only played 300 something games, it kind of.
It
And I'm not
affects
saying
your body of work.
Ronaldo didn't play 300 something games. He played at least 400 and something across.
And look, you're right. Henry did play a lot more games, but I don't think you should be penalised for being more available.
Yeah, look, I don't want to ever penalize anyone for availability. Again, in the last show that we did, I was praising Justin Gatlin for being around, whereas Tyson Gay couldn't show up. So I'm with you on that. But that cultural impact that you said Henry has around the French national team and around Ronaldo's mystique in Brazil. Imagine how hard it is. With Henry, who did he have before him?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it that was he could look up to and be like, oh, I want to be like him? I hope it was a French guy, and I hope it was a French footballer, and I hope he's not looking to Brazil and saying, I want to be like Pele, or I want to break his records, or I want to trailblaze like him. Because a lot of footballers look to Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Ronaldo has to compete with. But Ronaldo is one of the people that people look at now. And if you look at his early career, before the knee injuries, before he ruptured his... The reason why he ruptures his knee injuries anyway is because he's far too explosive for his body type. He's 6 foot. He's incredibly strong. I mean, when we get to about 98 to 2000, you see his upper body. It's built. He's incredibly strong, and then he's incredibly fast as well. That at that point in time, that wasn't a build that people saw. In fact, Erling Haaland right now, he's tall, strong up top, and he's extremely quick. This is R9 and bags goals. That's what R9 was doing. That legacy alone is just wondrous.
He has a huge legacy, but it's comparable, if not smaller, than Henry's. You say R9 had someone to compete with, and yes, he did. And it's not Henry's fault no one came before him. Platini, but he was a midfielder. Now, if you speak to any French footballer, and they have a really good team right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much talent in France, and they go all across Europe to play. Loads of talent in France.
Could I ask a quick question? Who do they compare Mbappe to?
Thierry Henry.
No, they don't. They compare him to Pele, and that's a Brazilian. He has a French person who they could just compare him to Thierry Henry all the time, but they went a step further. They took him to Brazil.
So what's that got to do with Ronaldo?
My point is, R9, Henry, their cultural legacies are similar.
Ronaldo never surpassed Pele.
He didn't need to. He has, in fact, the first Mercurial boots that were dropped, they were called R9s. What were the first boots that were dropped that were called Henry's or Thierry?
Well, I'm not sure.
He doesn't have any.
But Thierry Henry, you
said cultural impact.
Of course, his cultural impact. What's the biggest league in the world? The biggest league in the world is the Premier League. When people say who's the greatest ever player in the Premier League, most people will say Thierry Henry. Most people will say Thierry Henry. Who else would they say?
I'm pretty sure most
people say Thierry Henry. Some people say Shearer.
Yes.
Some people say Giggs.
And again,
Giggs is only because of accomplishments as opposed to actual ability.
Okay.
Some people say Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But a lot of people who say Ronaldo
forget the fact that he left. Cristiano Ronaldo, by the way.
This is Cristiano Ronaldo. People say Cristiano Ronaldo, like you're letting his whole career bias you.
Yeah. True.
He was good in his last two and a half seasons. He was incredible.
Yeah. Because he won the Ballon d'Or at Man United as well.
At Man United. But the best of him was in La Liga.
Yeah.
If you're talking upper echelon, highest peak, best player in the Premier League, that was Thierry Henry. And I don't know if you saw it, but he went back to Barcelona, which was not actually where he played his best. He played better at Arsenal.
He was second fiddle at Barcelona. It's not even second fiddle. He was more like third fiddle.
The queue of people just in awe of him. Dembele, Aubameyang, Depay, De Jong, PK. They were all there. They were like in awe. Oh, this is Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry's aura. Yeah, this was last season.
Oh, because I was about to say he didn't play with Aubameyang.
No,
but I thought you meant
it was just all the young players who are at the team.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, come on.
That's his aura.
Yeah.
Ronaldo has an aura. I'm not
You're
saying
that when people see Ronaldo, that
no, they of course they do. But these two are upper echelon.
I said it before.
Players.
The haircuts. You guys remember the haircut, and if you don't, come on, Google him. You'll see it. The haircuts.
Gloves. The gloves.
What's the gloves?
Everyone who wore the gloves in the park, players who are wearing the gloves.
Is it because of Thierry Henry?
Long sleeves and gloves. Thierry Henry.
Oh, long sleeve.
The jog away after you've scored, looking over your shoulder. Who's that? Thierry Henry. Who's that? Thierry Henry.
Some people would also Some people would also say R9 too.
The
He shushes. It's just part of his celebration. Not only
Fair
that,
enough.
when you lace up your friend's shoes after he's been scoring a madness of goals, because at the end of the day, we're talking about gunmen and who scores goals. Nobody shines on Ray's shoes. The shoe shine celebration, they did it for R9. He has 280 goals in 384 games across all domestic league appearances. That's just the domestic leagues. Not talking about Champions League, not talking about World Cups, not talking about any of those. In just domestic leagues. Remember, PSV, 55 goals in 56 games. Barcelona, 96 to 97. 34 goals, in 37 games. Just in the La Liga. And then he goes to Inter Milan, and then he ruptures his knee.
Would you argue the Premier League is the best league at the moment?
Currently, right now, in
Yeah.
2022?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they have the best players?
In 2022?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thierry Henry had 20 assists in one Premier League season. That is still the record till this day.
Yeah.
Did Ronaldo ever have assists like that in a season? Thierry Henry was a complete player. And I'm not saying R9 wasn't amazing. R9 is amazing. We're nitpicking. I'm going to say this throughout this series. We are nitpicking. And my nitpick is Thierry Henry would score an assist. You know that season where he scored when he had 20 assists and he broke the record, and that record still stands to this day. Despite the creativity that's in the Premier League right now, it still stands to this day. He also had 28 goals that season.
I suppose he won the Ballon d'Or then as well.
No, he didn't win the Ballon d'Or because his teammates, he didn't win the league that season.
Oh, so you can have so basically was stat padding.
Man said
For
stat padding.
what reason?
Man said Thierry Henry is stat padding.
No.
You guys listening to this? The guy said Thierry Henry is stat padding.
He said
20 assists and 28 goals in one season in 03. He said he's stat padding.
He said we're nitpicking. If we're nitpicking, surely your goals and assists should mean something.
At the end of the day, it's very close. The viewers can say who they think they would take. But I've outlined my reasons. R9 was an incredible player. Bounced from team to team early in his career, gunning in goals, performed at the highest level.
You're forgetting his dribbling skills, because people look at R9 and they remember him as being renowned for the Elastica, flip flap, skill moves. That's R9. You tell me off the top of my head, I can't think of Henry's trademark skill move. I can't see it.
Yeah, that's
when you
that's
think
fair.
of R9's amazing goals, almost everybody who knows R9 will say the time when he dribbled from his own defense, he takes on someone who's trying to hack him.
And the exact same thing is apparent for Thierry Henry.
Yeah,
you can't say that.
No, but I didn't say. But you're coming out now as if R9's not a renowned dribbler.
When did I say that?
You said just now. Am I saying that R9's dribbling is better than? And it was like a shock.
Yeah, because it's not better than Thierry Henry's. No way.
Skill moves is part of dribbling, right? What are Henry's skill moves?
Brazilian thing though.
No. If we're talking about dribbling as a whole, skill moves have to be in there.
Fair enough.
If you can't dribble and show and beat a player, unless we're saying kicking the ball past and running after the ball is beating the player.
Messi does no skill moves.
That's not true.
The best dribbler.
Messi does skill moves.
What's his skill move
well.
that he does?
He does very
he does
simple
body
ones.
feints, and he has really great close control. You never see Messi doing a rainbow flick or step overs.
Yeah, but
he never did step overs.
Ball rolls, we see him do that as well.
What's that?
That's a skill move. 2-star skill move.
2-star skill move. At the end of the day, it's about where you get to with your dribbling skills.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If you're a more flary, creative player, you will entertain the skill moves, and I love watching that. So I'm not going to downplay it at all. But it doesn't increase your effectiveness over someone who doesn't do the skill moves and is just as effective.
I can't push back to you on that. All I'm going to say is, when they announced the Ballon d'Or Dream Team, one name could be put in and another name could not. And R9 made the Ballon d'Or Dream Team.
Who was left wing?
Ronaldo. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo was left wing, and right wing was Lionel Messi. So, and if you don't know, do know, Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have all of the Ballon d'Ors in the past 10, 15 years. So,
yeah,
R9 is basically in that frontline offense conversation. They said we want R9, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi. Thanks for watching our video. For more like this, hit that like button. If you want to get in touch with us, DM us. And to make sure you never miss another one of our videos, subscribe.